Well, speaking of the market, a man who was watching all today's action was Marcus Padley from Patersons Securities, and I spoke with him earlier tonight. Well, Marcus Padley, gains across the board today, and the market seemed very buoyed by that Chinese manufacturing survey.
Yes, it certainly was. That seemed to kick it off. Market sort of closed on its highs, strong day, but I'm not sure how much confidence you take out of a 90-point move in the market, because we've moved about 90 points a day intraday the past 4 days. The volatility is ridiculous at the moment. And although the Chinese PMI number's okay, and the RBA is talking today, all the focus is on Bernanke, who talks on Friday at his Jackson Hole speech. And last time he did this last year, he introduced QE2, quantitative easing 2, started printing money, in other words, and the hope is that he's going to start doing it again. I don't think in the long term that'll be seen as good, but that's what the market is focusing on just at the moment.
OK, well, let's go back to corporate results. And numbers today from Whitehaven Coal, pretty dismal, but did the market punish the stock a lot?
No, it didn't. The headline was dismal. Looked like the profit was down 91%, but if you strip out significant items, it was actually a bit better than expected. They made about 73 million against guidance of 70 million, and they upped reserves a little bit. Basically, coal, thanks to the coal price, is one of the sectors doing okay at the moment. Whitehaven Coal even turned down a whole bunch of bids in May because they were too low, and the share price has gone up since. So it's all going well in that sector.
And share registry company Computershare has been on the acquisition trail. What's been the reaction from investors?
Well, actually, a very good reaction. For a $4 billion company, they've made $160 million worth of acquisitions in what they call non-traditional areas, which is a utility services company in Melbourne and a mortgage services provider in Colorado. But the crux of it is that they've said it will enhance earnings by 5 cents, which is about 8%. For a tiny looking acquisition, and the market loves it, so the share price has reacted accordingly.
And no stopping the gold price, it seems, through $1,900 an ounce now.
Yes, and on its way to $2,200 it seems to be the target, Ticky, which is the inflation-adjusted high from 1979. If we get through that, we really have hit a new high on the gold price, and that seems to be a target at the moment. But also, when you consider gold, the total gold produced in the world grows about 2.5% per annum. It equates to a cube of gold about 20 metres by 20 metres by 20 metres. That's not growing, but the speculative demand for gold is growing exponentially at the moment. Something like 40% goes into gold-traded funds, and that's really what's driving the gold price.
And we'll see what happens over the weekend with that very important US announcement on Friday. Thank you very much for talking to us, Marcus Padley.
My pleasure, Ticky.